All right, people, welcome back to the party. We are going after it. We are training. We are practicing. We've got, what is this, day 15. Start the timer, 20 minutes every day. Rule number 2 is no editing. I'm just going to upload it straight to the web and go from there. We're all about consistency, trying to incrementally get better day by day. I've got, I hope you didn't mind the crazy kids stuff yesterday on drawing faces, but we're back at this. We're back at our line weights. We're back at our sketching. We're trying to consistently improve our penmanship. So the exercise I have today, the next one is technically draw boxes. I feel like I'm great at boxes. Boxes are not terrible. So I'm going to skip that one this time. And we're going to go to the next one of drawing arrows. The idea is that they curve, and then you should be able to draw another curve, and you work on your perspective with it. So you can see how the thickness of the arrow kind of works. But you're supposed to do a bunch of them. And so you can do little guys in the back. See if I can make one twist. Oh my gosh. That one may have been a bit small. Because then also, if it's closer to you, it's supposed to have a fatter line weight. You know what I mean? Oh, also, I was going to look up, I almost forgot. Let's do the calculator. Because what did we say? It was 10,000 hours. I'd like this bigger, please. That's fine. All right, that'll work. 10,000 hours to be considered a professional. If we're trying to figure out what that would be for 20 minutes every day, there's 60 minutes in an hour. So we got to do times 60. I mean, obviously 60, 600,000 minutes, 20 minutes every day. So divide that by 20 minutes. How many days is that? 30,000 days. How many of those days are in a year? 365. Not worrying about leap year. Ooh, so 20 minutes every day to hit 10,000 hours, you're at just over 82 years. So that is way too long. But if you can do 20 minutes every day, sometimes it's 30, sometimes it's 40, sometimes it's longer, right? And so if we're building on what we're doing, say you're doing graphic arts and you're doing 20 minutes every day, you start bringing in contracts that can then pay for what you're trying to do. You can pay, it starts to pay for what you're trying to do. So then you start overlapping getting out of the job that you were in to do graphics full time, and then you switched from 20 minutes a day to 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day is, let's see. Sorry, messages. I forgot to turn those off again. Let me go back and do it this way, because my brain is not working right now. I have too many distractions. Divide that by 8. So 10,000 hours divided by, that gives you 1,250 days. Divide that by 365. You're just under 3.5 years. So if you can get it to the point where you're doing it 8 hours a day, after 4 years, you are at a premium. So 20 minutes a day until you can get it over to be your full-time job. And then 4 hours, you're done. So maybe it takes a year, maybe it takes 2 years, maybe it takes 3 years. Even if it takes 4 years, at 8 years, you're doing this full time and you're at a professional level. Like if you keep going, you're at a professional level to where you can do this full time. I think that's great. All right. I just made a big triangle. Here we go. We're gonna see about making this there. And then it swoops back within there, but comes out like this and goes up into that. And then, whoa, that was too fat. So it twists a little bit. And then we can do those line weights and shade across. But the idea is to fill up the page with triangles. Not triangles, what the heck? These are arrows. I mean, they are triangles too, I guess, technically, but gotta get that practice in. Wonder if I can do a long one. Sorry, wanted to do a square. Got bored of the boxes or the arrows. I think this should be hashed as well. Okay. How has your work been going as far as growth? Do you feel like it's growing? Do you feel like you're making progress? Oh, I just did that over there. Huh. Is there evidence that it is moving forward? There, that I think makes the most sense for curve, right? My brain had to think about that one. Well, curly Q. The arrowhead portion is not so bueno, but that's okay. Kind of a sphere. I wanted to throw in other shapes. It's kind of working. Kind of looks hairy almost. It's kind of gross, but you do what you gotta do. Some things can't be chosen. There we go. That's better. Arrows, arrows everywhere.
Why arrows?
Because it helps with perspective. It helps bring out or helps your brain to think through how the perspective might work from like far away to up close. And then if it's got 3D elements to it, and then shade and shadow as well. Well, we're not doing shadow, but we're doing shading.
You should think of like coloring that part, like the coloring that part.
This one up here.
Did you see that I made a weird shape on your eraser?
No, don't do that. Okay, hey, are you done with your tablet?
No.
Okay, then go use your tablet. Hmm. Trying to do the whole half of it is way back in the back instead of just like putting it behind something. But like, I mean, with a sphere, that's going to be. But like one half of the arrow, or like maybe it's, fat, and then it goes back all the way. Oh man, see, that's so hard. Like the gradually taking it back, because otherwise it's like way up front and then zoom all the way back, and that's not working right now. So I think more practice is needed. Kind of worked. That was better. All right, let's see if we can do a few more here. Oh man, I tried to make it flip. It almost worked. Because it needed to be like that. Oh man. Yeah. That's a hard one. That looks like a mess. one also didn't really work. Man. Like I could do that, but that's like a flat spiral. My brain doesn't want to get there. All right. That's good for now. I'm going to keep working on this. Clearly, I got some work to do. I will see you guys tomorrow.